Good morning. It is Thursday. Today is April 4th, right?
It is.
It is, and will be all day.
Yes,
Unless you live in
will.
South Dakota and they're only working half days there today. But anyway, that's beside the point. Good morning and welcome to WGTV, and I just made all that stuff up. WGTV is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Bess. Good Thursday morning. Glad to have you with us.
Thank you for being with us today. Today, April 4th, and here we go, moving right along. Just a quick reminder, in case you haven't thought about it.
What's that?
Tax season.
Oh.
You know.
We don't want to think
Well,
about
don't
it.
forget now. It's coming up quickly now.
That's
The 15th
right.
is coming up quickly, which means as well that you could do your taxes at any time up until the 15th. You don't have to wait until that day.
That's right.
Just thought I'd throw that in.
On the show today,
Yes.
we have Director of Communities in Schools, Selena Bennett, here to talk about several things, and I believe she brought a guest.
She did.
We have Georgia DEES here from Wayne Memorial Hospital.
Oh,
She's
boy.
the Public Information Director there.
Right.
Then we have somebody from Wayne County Public Library here.
Melissa Sheldon will
Yes.
be with us from the Wayne County Public Library with some information, updates, and such about your public library.
That's exactly right.
All right, let's see. Today, April 4th. Guess who's having a birthday today?
Who?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Okay.
Robert Downey Jr.,
Oh, yeah.
Iron Man, 47 today, and he has made a miraculous recovery.
He
was
certainly
having
has.
some issues with, as often happens with people in high pressure, high
Yes.
positions of the
Especially
entertainment
in
industry.
entertainment, yes.
In the entertainment industry, he had an issue with drugs, and he readily talks about it. He's over that. He got over that, but he's the star of Iron Man and the sequence movies to Iron Man as well. Doing quite well for himself. I liked him in, was it U.S. Marshals? I believe he was in.
I don't remember.
I believe he played, well, I won't tell you about it in case you haven't seen the movie, but it's really a good movie, U.S. Marshals with Tommy Lee Jones. James Roday is having a birthday today. Now he, if you don't know the name, and I didn't know his name, he's a funny guy.
Who is he?
He is in the movie, he's in the TV show Psych.
Ah, okay.
A very funny guy.
I have to sneeze.
A little, huh?
It's gonna happen in a minute.
It's going to happen.
Yep.
All right, get ready for this, ladies and
It went
gentlemen.
away, so-
We have a sneeze coming on here. So.
Just warning you in the next 30 minutes or so.
Okay, in the next 30 minutes, we're going to have a sneeze. Yes. Be prepared. All right. He is 36 today. David Blaine, the magician, is 39 today. Christine Lottie, the actress, is 62. The late Tony Perkins, Anthony Perkins, having a birthday today. You know him better as Norman Bates from the movie Psycho.
That's right. That's a weird, scary
Yes.
movie.
Another one of my favorites is Craig T. Nelson. I love this guy. He was Coach on
Yes,
television.
he
He
was.
played the mayor of Washington, D.C. in another show. He's so talented. He can do anything. He's 66 today. He played Hayden Fox on Coach. Nancy McKeon, she was Joe, the tough girl.
Yes, I
on
remember that.
The
Facts
Facts
of
of
Life.
Life. Exactly.
That's right.
She is having a birthday, 46 today. Phil Morris, who is the son of the Morris guy, and I cannot remember his name, on Mission Impossible from years ago. But Phil Morris is having a birthday. He is on, he's on Seinfeld, but for a short while, he was on The Young and the Restless.
Really?
He's 53 today. All right, and those are
Well,
the
happy
birthdays for
birthday,
today.
each and every one of you.
There you go.
Want to remind you, let's see.
Are you going to sneeze?
Not yet. It'll happen later.
It'll happen.
The Chamber of Commerce is offering several really unique things. They are offering on April the 21st, Chamber 101, which is a class from 12 to 1 where they'll talk to you about what the Chamber can do for you as a member. And if you want to participate in that, you can give them a call. Also, on May 5th, the Young Professionals is having a Cinco de Mayo party
On the 5th of May?
on the 5th of May.
I wonder why they're having it on the 5th of May.
Can't imagine. That's the Young Professionals. You can find all these details on the Chamber of Commerce's website, but the list goes on and on of what they have for the month of April and May.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
Code Red is an emergency notification system used for the Wayne County residents. All Wayne County residents can sign up for Code Red. It's free. You can be notified about potential emergency situations, and this is really helpful in times of inclement weather. If there's
Yes, it is. Tornadoes.
hurricanes, tornadoes, any sort of heavy wind damage or anything like that. Code Red, you can register. You'll get a phone call with an initial warning and instructions when potential emergency situations arise. A couple of ways you can register. One is to go to the Wayne County website, waynegov.com, waynegov.com. And seniors can also do this at the Senior Center. But if you want more information about that, about Code Red, you can call 731-1416. 731-1416. That's the Office of Emergency Services here in Wayne County. And those fine folks over there can tell you all about Code Red. You can also go online again now. It's at the bottom of our webpage, waynegov.com. Go to the bottom of the page. You'll see where it says Code Red. You can sign up for it there. It's very important.
That's exactly right.
All right.
There's an Alzheimer's support group. If you or a loved one has an Alzheimer's disease family member or friend, you can join us for support and fellowship. You can speak with other Alzheimer's patients and their families. This is...
Yesterday.
Oh, sorry, it was yesterday.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Hope you had a great time.
But that's good. You reminded us
Yes.
about that, and it's going to be
Yes.
coming up again.
It will. They have them periodically,
Sure
so we
they
want to
do.
make sure that you are aware that that is available in the community.
Yes, indeed. Here's a trivia question for you before
All
you
right.
read that. That's a
Yes.
good one, too.
Another support group.
Okay. Here's a trivia question for
Yes.
you very quickly. Everyone knows who Michael Jackson was.
Yes, we do.
Michael Jackson wrote a book. It was entitled Moonwalk.
Okay.
A very famous person edited this book, but this person was not known to be a book editor. An extremely world-famous person.
Man or
edited-
woman. Break it down a little bit. I mean, you know, my goodness, that's a wide open field there, just saying
okay.
person.
Well, since it was Michael Jackson, I'll break it down.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It was a woman.
All right, that that lowers the statistics a
The
little
numbers,
bit.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you got a better chance of answering. It was a woman.
Yes.
She edited the book for Michael Jackson entitled Moonwalk.
Is she associated with him in any shape, form, or fashion to the public?
Nothing more than friend.
But do we as a public know they're friends?
Well, I was going to say, a lot of people would say it was Elizabeth Taylor because she and Michael Jackson were very
Right,
close.
yes, they were.
But it was not Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay.
That was and that's a good answer. A lot of people would think that. But this is a person who's not noted to be a book editor. She was very famous. She was a friend of Michael Jackson.
Barbra Streisand.
As it turned out. No, not Barbra Streisand. You might be surprised. We'll let
Might
it
be
hang.
surprised. We'll let that hang for a few minutes.
Let that-
and we'll
let that
ponder.
sink in.
And
Ponder
we'll
that a
come
while.
back and take another guess.
Tell me about your support group there.
Yes, there's a diabetes support group. They meet at the Wayne Memorial Hospital Auditorium. It says, rethink your drink. If you or a loved one has diabetes, join us to learn how to better manage this disease and find support from others with the same condition. For more information, call 734-4136. They meet Tuesday, April the 9th at 12 o'clock noon, Wayne Memorial Hospital or Auditorium, and that's on the ground floor, correct?
Right. That's right.
Rethink your drink.
Yeah, and think about that now. Diabetes is two basic types of diabetes, 1 and 2.
Yes.
And 2 is treatable.
Mm-hmm.
2 is treatable. And some people have eliminated diabetes from their life. It can be done if you have that type 2, and if you're concerned about this or you have a concern for a family member,
That's exactly right.
then you'll want to attend this meeting.
This is a great time and place to ask questions if you think there's a possibility.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Wonderful.
Okay, what do we have?
Well, if you're interested in starting your own small business, Wayne, they're
sure.
giving you some tidbits at Wayne Community College. They're offering a class. Yes.
Oh, I was just thinking, it would be great to have a tidbit store.
Well, okay. Well,
You
then
can
you
sell
need,
tidbits.
Well, you come to this this class on Thursday, April the 11th at 6 o'clock p.m.
Yeah.
It's at Wayne Community College. It doesn't have an exact, yes, it does. It's, let's see, legal considerations for starting your small business. 6 to 8 Walnut. I thought it would give us eventually. Walnut 101, that's the room, free. And it's in the Wayne Business and Industry Center. It's a seminar. And they can give you details on how to start your own business, and they'll have a question and answer session as well.
Now that Walnut building is, if you're standing in the parking lot looking at the main building, it's the building to the left, and to the left. My left, your right. Anyway, it's the large building. It's a relatively new building, and it's really, really nice.
And it says it on the outside of the
says
building.
Walnut on the outside.
Yes, it does.
Okay, but that is that's great.
Yes, it is.
What? Oh, that's great.
Yes,
Oh.
it is. All right, let's see. First, we're going to go
Hey,
to
I'm catching up here. Okay. What is it?
Communities in Schools. Let's go see what Selena Bennett and her friends have to say about what's happening with Communities in Schools.
In the studio this morning, we have Selena Bennett with Communities in Schools, and with Teen Court, CANDIDA BROWN-MCCALL. Right?
Correct.
All right. Thank you for being with us this morning. How are you doing?
We're doing just fantastic.
Fantastic.
You need to open up a little bit there. You know, all right. Okay, first of all, tell us if there's anybody watching or listening who may not know what Teen Court is, and Communities in Schools. Tell us about Communities in Schools.
Well, first of all, Communities in Schools is a nonprofit here in Wayne County that works with at-risk students in schools. Teen Court is one program that we run under our umbrella.
Okay.
And Teen Court, of course, also works with at-risk youth, and CANDIDA can give you more details about how she works with the youth, but it all ties in as we work to meet the needs of students here in Wayne County Public Schools.
CANDIDA, tell me about Teen Court. What is that?
Teen Court gives children who make first-time offenses, either in school resource officers or through the district court or through juvenile services, the opportunity to correct those offenses by coming through a peer group mock trial type setting. And they go up and the other children hear what they've done, and the children, according to what they've heard from the offender and the parents, they make decisions on what type of sanctions that these children are going to have to do in order to make it right in the community.
Now, where does this take place?
We actually do it here at the Wayne County Courthouse.
Do you?
And it involves different judicial officials that work here in Wayne County, our local attorneys, our DA's office, and it also includes some of our law enforcement.
All right, now, and this is just like regular court.
Right, except
Yes.
the children are the ones who are running court. The children are the defense attorneys, the prosecuting attorneys, they're the jury members, they're our clerks, they're our bailiffs. The only adults that participate will be the judge, which could be an actual judge, attorney, or law official, or in the deputy that's on duty for security reasons only.
Right. Okay, so we know it's safe because it's in the courthouse
Yes.
and there is security here.
Yes.
Now, and these are actual cases
Right.
that where there has been an offender and someone is damaged for whatever way, whether they're injured or whether it's they're offended by words or whatever, insulted in some way, actually goes to court. Now, and this is not pretend. This is actually this is real court.
This is for real.
So these defendants are tried by their peers.
Right.
Correct.
That's bottom line. And what do you find to be the attitude of the youngsters or the students at these proceedings?
The good thing about this is that a lot of times the children do not realize that their offenses affect not just them, but the other people in the community, including their parents. And the parents get to give them an actual visual, because for a child to see their father or their mother in front of everybody break down because their feelings are hurt or because of the embarrassment that they've caused the family, it puts a new perspective on it. Not only does it put a new perspective on that, on how they view that, but now they see that everyone is looking at them, because you can do a lot of things in a group setting and no one actually points you out for it. But now you're sitting on the witness stand and there's nobody there but you. And that's a lot of weight that those children didn't realize, that when they commit an offense like that against society, it's not against people that they don't know, but it's also involving themselves and their family.
They take this very seriously.
It becomes a serious situation right then.
Now, do they ever go into court thinking, well, now this is going to be a breeze. I'm just going to breeze through this thing and everything will be okay? Because everybody here likes me. I'm a nice
Sometimes
guy.
they do.
Yes, they
That happens, doesn't
sometimes
it?
they don't take it serious until they actually get on the witness stand and realize, oh my gosh, the spotlight is now on me, and I have to admit to the fact that I did something wrong.
Right.
And looking out at their family and seeing the confusion and the conflict that is causing their family, that's when it hits them really hard.
And Wayne, also you need to understand, these kids are first-time juvenile offenders. They've made a very poor choice. It might have been that the offense was shoplifting. It might be assault. It could be something that they really did not think they were going to get caught doing, and they have to admit guilt before they ever come through teen court. Now, they don't have to come to teen court. If they choose to go to the adult court and have this resolved, they can do that. So they've already made a conscious decision that they are going through the teen court process. So we are providing an opportunity for youth in the community, for those that have made a bad choice, to correct that choice before they are entered into the juvenile system.
Now, does that happen? Do they, when they are found, either they're acquitted or they're found guilty, and then what happens?
Well, the thing is, when they come through our system,
they've already admitted guilt.
And provided that they complete the journey through, it's a 90-day process. Provided that they complete the 90-day process successfully, the case is then dismissed if they're in adult court. If they're in juvenile services, closed out. If it's a school resource officer referral, the case stays with the school. Now, if they choose not to complete for whatever reason, it has to be returned back to whoever the referring agency is. School resource officers and the school administrators would then have to make a decision whether or not they want to further it to juvenile services or district court. Juvenile services will have to then find another alternative method for them to deal with their offense, and the district court would then give them sanctions based off of what the crime was that they were given, which could lead to probation, community service with community service fees, and whatever their offense requires them to have.
These are actual crimes now.
These are actual
crimes. So you mentioned shoplifting a moment ago.
Shoplifting, possession of marijuana, alcohol consumption, possession of alcohol. We take those as well. And I've had some that went back and ended up having to serve some time.
And these are misdemeanor offenses. We do not take any felony charges in
No felony.
court.
First offenders. Always first
offenders.
In school.
In school.
And they must be in a school setting. They cannot be hanging out, you know, they have to be regularly attending school, because Candida's going to check. She's going to find out what's going on.
How often
And now, this program has been in Wayne County. This is the 13th year that this program has been funded, and it's funded through the Juvenile Crime Prevention Council, and United Way also contributes to the funding for this program. And the reason that it's tied to communities and schools is because we approach this as an educational program. It's an opportunity for a youth to learn from their mistake. And when they go through this 90-day teen court process, they have sanctions that they have to complete. For example, if they have been charged with shoplifting, part of their sanction is that they complete a workbook that's called Sticky Fingers. And it's a workbook that takes them through a series of scenarios about shoplifting and the consequences and all of the effects from that. So this is not just you show up on teen court night, the jury of teenagers give you your sanctions and then you go home. It is an active process for the participant. And there's also, Candida is very actively involved in an intake process with the parents and with the youth, and then an exit interview.
That's important, getting the parents involved with this.
They have to be.
They have to be involved with this.
The more involved that we have with family, the better the outcome is going to be with the child.
How often do you have the teen court?
We have it twice in the month. It's always the second and third Tuesday of each month. We also take in the volunteer parts of it, because that's the educational part of it as well. We had a young lady that first started off in teen court volunteering. She couldn't even approach me to sign her name up for the volunteers. She had to have her mother come with her. Now she does presentations for teen court. She started off as a jury member. She worked her way up as sitting with an attorney. Then she took on her own cases.
Wow.
And now she does presentations and stuff like that for teen court in communities and schools as a representative. It can talk to anyone.
And it gives students who might be interested in a profession in the legal system, they get to find out just what does an attorney do? What does a judge do? They see the resource officers who come in, or our other local deputies who come in and serve as our deputies for the night. So they see all these different people from the legal community. And the district attorney's office, Brandy Vickery, has just been so supportive in this entire process. But they get to see all of these people working together. And so it's a real educational opportunity for the volunteers as well as for that child that has made a poor choice somewhere along the way.
How could someone find out more about the teen court here in Wayne County and in communities in schools? Teen court?
We actually have a website set up.
What is that website?
It's ciswayne.org. You come up there and they'll give you a list. They'll tell you everything as far as when we have teen court, how to volunteer with anything dealing with communities and schools.
Now, teen court, let me ask you, who would be invited to attend as a spectator?
Any adult, or if they want to bring in their youth to come in, because I've had 10-year-olds come in and monitor. I had Henry Smith, one of our local attorneys, come in and bring his Girl Scout troops in to come in. And let me explain this too. Judge Arnold Jones and Judge Brantley is really dedicated to this program, and they give the children the opportunity to come up and ask them questions. They are very approachable people. A lot of times when you see judges and they're working, you know, you can't approach the judge, you can't say anything to them. But here at teen court and all of our DAs and local attorneys, they always ask the children, take time to ask the children, you know, do you have any questions during our intermission times? And they come up, they talk to them, and they explain the law to these children. They explain the law to the parents who didn't understand why their child might be there in the first place. It shows our community that sometimes when we look at the legal system as being a negative aspect to the community, they're showing them that we are here to help you, not to hurt you.
Exactly.
One more time, that web address?
It's Communities and Schools, Wayne, ciswayne.org.
ciswayne.org. ciswayne.org.
And teen court also has a Facebook page. Is
It
that
also
correct?
has a Facebook page. It's Teen Court. It's actually under the CIS Wayne Facebook page.
Okay.
So anything that you need to see about that will be up there.
All
And
right.
we are always looking not only for teenage volunteers, but for adult volunteers to come in. And Seymour Johnson has just been
Yes, they
wonderful
have.
Oh, yeah.
with their military members coming in and supplying volunteers
Sometimes.
for us at night. And so if anybody is interested in becoming a volunteer, they can call Candida. We also have a teen court volunteer coordinator in our office who works with Candida.
All right.
It's a tremendous process.
Wonderful. And I do believe that there is on the screen right now is the Communities in Schools website.
Yes, that's
That's
correct.
communitiesinschools.org. Also the telephone number, which is what?
919-735-1432.
735-1432.
That is
Selena
correct.
Bennett and Candida Brown-McCall. Thank you so much, ladies, for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And we're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for staying with us.
And not going away.
That's exactly right. We hope you learned about communities in schools.
Yeah.
Selena does a great job.
She certainly does. We appreciate their coming in. The Wayne County Extension Master Gardener Volunteer Association. Oh boy, they've got their great big annual spring plant sale coming up because after all it is spring. You
Yes,
know?
it is, finally. Thank goodness.
It's coming up. Yeah, and at this plant sale, you can choose from perennials, you can choose annuals, shrubs, ornamental grasses, you can choose herbs and vegetable plants, and house plants as well, all available. And this all happens on Saturday, April 20th at the Wayne Center. And this is a great event. It's very popular.
Yes, it is.
And they can help you decide which ones you want. They can help you decide which plants are best for your location. And you know, that's so important, is putting the right plant in the right location. You don't want to put it too close to the house. You don't want to put it in the sun if it doesn't take
And that's
sun.
the thing. They can tell you
can help
if
you
you have
with
a shaded area, if you have a sunny area, which plants would do best in specific locations.
And this is a Master Gardener Volunteer Program, and they know these plants will grow here in this area. This is not something that's not going to grow here, but if you
Right.
listen to them and do what they tell you to do and don't second guess,
That's right.
then you'll be okay.
You're set up.
And also be aware that if you're new to gardening, not everything is 100%. Everything you plant is not going to grow.
You're
Everything.
exactly right.
Most of it will if you do it right, but even the best gardeners have plants that die.
And if you want to see a sample of the Master Gardener's handiwork, we've told you before, you can go out to Stony Creek Park right off of Ash Street.
Oh, yeah.
They have a beautiful butterfly garden that should be blooming very nicely coming up pretty soon in the next week or so.
There you go.
It is fabulous. They have worked on that for years, and it is really a showpiece.
Now you see, that's exactly what I was talking about. I enjoy gardening as well, and I once planted some butterflies, and they didn't grow. But anyway, that may not be.
Wayne.
What? Don't wear it out.
I'm trying.
All right.
Let's see. In Mount Olive, they're offering the piano. No, they're not. That's already happened. Never mind. All right.
Hope you enjoyed that.
Hope it went well in Mount Olive. You still can attend
Sure you can.
an evening with the 7 Dwarfs of Allergies.
The 7 Dwarfs of Allergies.
Let's tell you what that is.
What
Let's see if we
is
can
that?
read these 7 dwarfs. Sneezy, itchy, what's that say? Drippy, boggy, cloggy, not that one's too dull. Soggy, and cranky.
Oh boy.
This is a seminar with Dr. Dan Whitley from Eastern ENT Sinus and Allergy Center, who'll be talking with you and answering some of these questions. How can I tell if my child has allergies or if it's just a common cold? What does it mean when a product is labeled hypoallergenic? And we've all seen that many times. Are allergies diagnosed? Can allergies be cured? I would like to know the answer to that. How does stress affect allergies? All these questions and many more will be answered on Tuesday, April the 30th at 6 p.m. Wayne Memorial Hospital in the auditorium, which is, like we've said previously, on the ground floor.
On the ground floor.
You can enter by the outpatient rehabilitation entrance. That's the closest to get to the auditorium. It's free, doesn't cost a thing. They do ask that you register ahead of time by calling 731-6299. And that, of course, is at Wayne Memorial Hospital with Dr. Dan Whitley. The evening, 7 Dwarfs of Allergies. Yes.
That's cute.
Yes, it is.
That's very cute.
They did a good job on that name.
How are science and organization related? I know you've been dying to ask that question.
That was the first thing that popped in my mind.
Well, you can find out by talking to or listening to Tangela Kraft. She is a senior premier performance engineer at Wayne Memorial Hospital. She shares those secrets and more that industrial engineers use to make life more organized and efficient. If you're having a problem being organized and efficient, you might want to attend this. Get organized. It's on Thursday, April 25th at 6:30 p.m. at Wayne Memorial Hospital.
Wonderful. They have a lot of things happening there.
There's a lot of stuff going on at Wayne Memorial Hospital, and one of my favorite events to visit at Wayne Memorial Hospital
is the dining room.
Is the dining room.
I knew that's what you were going to say. They really do have a fabulous cafeteria, and anybody is welcome to go there and eat. The prices are great. The food is fabulous. They really do a good job.
It really is. They do a fantastic
Breakfast,
job.
lunch, and dinner.
We've been talking about technology myths this week, and here's another myth for you. Newer is always better. Well, that's baloney. While many of us may like being the first on the block with the latest technology, being an early adopter has its pitfalls. Not only are you acting as a guinea pig for the company, which will undoubtedly offer a better version of the product you bought the following year. You ever do that? You bought something, and then the next year it's better.
They've worked out all the kinks.
There's
a lot of people, Wayne, that sit there and they wait for the day something new comes out in the technology world. They want to be the first one in line. They may even reserve it ahead of time.
That's true. They do.
Yep, love it.
Well, it just doesn't work that way. Newer's not always better. If you wait, you're missing out on countless bargains by being one of the first customers in line. So keep that in mind.
That's right.
Also coming up,
yes,
the abstinence essay contest. Again, the deadline is May 15th for this. Sponsored by the Wayne County Health Department and many, many others as well. This is a big event.
Certainly is. It's very involved through the Wayne County public schools and private schools and home schools.
Exactly. A lot of people involved with this, and the winners of the essay contest win some really nice prizes. So
they do. Great scholarships.
I know. And the first prize is a $1,000 scholarship.
Yeah.
And a $200 gift certificate. So go to WayneTeens.com, WayneTeens.com, and read all about it and download the entry form.
That's right.
It's for high schoolers grade 9 through 12. Find out more about it at wayneteens.com.
All right, I believe it's time to go to our next interview. We've got Wayne Memorial Hospital. You talked with Melissa
I did. Melissa Sheldon came by and told us about what's going on at the
library.
At the
Not the
library.
hospital. Georgia Dees is from the hospital.
I'm thinking about
fell
food.
right along with that.
I know. Well, I did, didn't I?
They're up next, so stay tuned.
Okay.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Kim Best, and I'm delighted today to have Georgia Dees from Wayne Memorial Hospital. She is the Director of Public Relations, and welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Thank
We
you
are
for having
glad to have you. So what's happening at Wayne Memorial? I know you all are busy people.
me. We are. We have a lot going on right now, but one of the most timely things happening at the hospital is the 5-year anniversary celebration of our wound care center.
Has it been 5 years?
It has been 5 years, and we have had some amazing results from having that service offered at Wayne Memorial, and a lot of people still don't know we have it. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about that and some
Please
of the
do.
highlights from last year to let people know the kinds of care that we can provide for the patients.
And let them know what a wound care center is.
Okay, the Wound Care Center currently is located in a separate building behind the hospital, and we see a lot of patients who, a lot of diabetic patients who may have had some kind of, lots of times it's a foot ulcer or a sore, a wound on their foot, they may have had that problem for a while, and we're not even really aware of how bad it was. They can get a referral from the doctor, or they can call themselves to have it checked out.
Oh, so you can call directly?
You can call directly,
Okay.
and that's a great thing. And then the doctor, we have a full-time physician at the Wound Care Center now. He's been with us since November, and it's made a huge difference. He works totally with the patients who have wounds, trying to help heal wounds.
That is excellent to be able to offer that service right here, because I would think we have a pretty high amount of diabetics in our community. We've seen the statistics,
Right.
and you've shared that with us.
Right.
So, and knowing that this sort of goes hand in hand, this is wonderful to have access to a facility like that right here in our community.
He is. He came here from Florida, I believe it was Florida. His name's Dr. Demetrio Lanceris, and he has a great bedside manner. The patients love him.
That's always nice.
He listens to what they have to say, and he really tries to help educate them on, once the wound is healed, how to make sure that they don't run into the same situation again. So he's been with us since November, and he is a certified wound care specialist. There are a lot of wound care centers around the state that have physicians, but they're not certified in wound care. So it makes a big
That's
difference.
good
We're
to know.
really fortunate to have him here. As a matter of fact, I just learned this morning that he is going to start doing, the wound care center is outpatient.
Okay.
So
so you don't spend the
You
night.
don't spend the
it's
night. You come
and out.
in and you're treated and you leave, and you come back on a regular basis. But now he is going to start seeing inpatients. So if you're in the hospital and
you're having that same situation.
or you're in there for something else, and someone notices you have this wound, then he can come, sit down and speak with you and find out if that's another service that you need that he can help you with.
Well, that is customer service.
So it's really good. It is great customer service, and we're
Yes.
excited that he's going to be doing that. So just some of the things, we just learned that our wound care center received a award of distinction, a center of distinction by the company called Hillogix that operates these centers all across the country, and it was the only one in Eastern North Carolina that received that award. So we're proud of
well,
that.
kudos to you all.
Proud of that.
Congratulations.
And,
you should be.
And like I said, we're celebrating the 5th anniversary, so we just have, it's a lot of things going on there that we're proud of. And
Constant improvements and moving forward,
Exactly.
and just forward thinking, and we
bringing,
appreciate that.
Bringing the kind of technology here so that patients can get their
Right here
care
locally.
here at home and not have to drive an hour or 2 hours away to get that kind of
Wow,
service.
that sounds fantastic.
So.
So if somebody wanted to stop by and get more literature or find out more information about the Wound Care Center, where would they go?
The best thing to do would call first, because it is very, we're crowded.
Yes.
I hope that in a couple of months I'll be able to announce a new location for us, but where we can serve more patients. But right now you would call and just let them know what you need, and they will set you up with the right person to speak with. The telephone number for that is 919-731-6139.
And that's directly to
Directly
the
to the
Wound
Wound
Care
Care
Center.
Center.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
And like I said, they will communicate with your physician, your primary care physician, on your behalf, or if you don't have a primary care physician, they can help you find one too.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, you all have something else coming up, don't you?
We do. As a matter of fact, we are doing monthly speaker series with our physicians or sometimes other specialists at the hospital, trying to educate the public. We feel like the way to have a healthier society is to provide all the information we can, and we want to be the resource for that in Wayne County. So monthly we have a speaker highlight a different subject. This month, or actually in April, we're going to have Dr. Dan Whitley. He is with Eastern ENT and Sinus,
Yes.
and he will be speaking on allergies.
Well, wonder why you picked this time of year.
Imagine that, and I was so glad he was available.
Yes.
They came up with a cute title for this one. It's An Evening with the Seven Dwarfs of Allergies: Sneezy, Itchy, Drippy, Boggy, Cloggy, Soggy, and Cranky.
Well, that fits perfectly. That is so cute.
And we'll give you this information that you can post it through, throughout the month and let people remind people about it. But it's Tuesday, April 30th, in the auditorium at the hospital.
In the auditorium.
Auditorium is on the ground floor. You come in the outpatient rehab entrance.
Okay.
And we always have some light refreshments and usually lasts about an hour. The doctor will do his presentation, and it's a good time for Q&A afterwards.
Yes, definitely.
Now,
do people need to pre-register or anything for this?
We prefer that you pre-register. It helps us plan, of course. They can call my number, 919-731-6299, or they can go to registration@waynehealth.org.
Registration@waynehealth.org.
Right.
Perfect. It'll last about an hour.
Lasts
You
about
said
an hour.
light refreshments, April 30th, a Tuesday, 6 p.m.
Right.
And you enter where? Tell us that one more time.
You can come through the front of the building, but it's close to the back entrance where they do, where we have our rehab departments located.
So come in through those
anybody that
doors.
comes in for outpatient rehab,
Okay.
you can park. You won't have to walk as far. But if you come in the front door, regular patient parking, there will be people at the front desk to direct you.
Wonderful.
So.
Well, as usual, you all have many, many things happening. We're so proud of our hospital and all the things and the efforts that you all do on a regular basis.
Thank you.
To keep us educated and healthy.
Thank you very much. It's what we're here to do.
And congratulations on the big award for the Wound Center.
That
That is great.
Thank you. They're a great team, and they deserve it.
Well, we'd love to have them come on the show and bring the award and tell us more details about that.
We would like to do that, and Jennifer Wilder, who's the director there and has been since it opened, is if she came, she would have her twins with her. That's one of the reasons she's not here today.
Okay.
So,
well, that is excellent. Thank you so much, Georgia. We appreciate it. And if you have any information that you would like to gather about Wayne Memorial Hospital, visit their website, and from there you can find any information you want to, whether it's on this particular subject, or on any other. All right, well, that's it for today. Thank you so much, and this is what's happening at Wayne Memorial Hospital.
Our guest in the studio today is Melissa Sheldon. She is with the Wayne County Public Library, and thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me, Wayne.
There's always a lot of things going on at the Wayne County Public
Yes.
Library,
Yes.
and it's your job to tell everybody what's going on.
That's correct.
The library, surprise, is not only books anymore.
No, it is certainly not just books.
It's everything imaginable. I mean, we are in the digital age. We are in
Yes.
the everything age.
Yes. Did you know you can actually check out ebooks
You're
from
kidding.
the library?
I didn't know that.
You sure can.
E-books.
Yes. Yes, in digital age, ebooks.
Really?
Yes, you just have to go to our website, wcpl.org, and you can click, there's a link right there on the home page for download ebooks.
So all you need is your library card, and you go
All you
to a
need-
list of all the e-books,
Yes.
and you pick and choose.
Yes, that's correct.
Is there a charge?
There is not a charge. As long as you have your library card,
Wow.
absolutely no charge whatsoever.
Here, people are buying these books off
Right,
the internet.
right.
So why do that when you don't have to? Use your library card, just download these books, read them, and then what happens?
After 2 weeks, they just go away
They disappear.
off of your e-reader.
So you got them for
Yep,
2
no
weeks.
overdue fees, nothing. It's just,
That is fantastic.
yes, it is.
And what kind of selection do you have? You have maybe 4 or 5 books?
No, there's about 700.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 750, something like that. Not sure on the
E-books.
total number. Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yep. I say it does take a few months to get like the popular books, you know, like when
Yeah.
the new John Grisham novel comes out.
yeah.
We aren't going to have that on ebook like right away.
Yeah.
You know, it might take a while,
Oh, I understand that.
but we do have a very wide selection.
Classics?
Yes, yes, all the classics are on there. And we
Oh,
do
boy.
have a lot of popular fiction, just not necessarily like the newest
Yeah,
bestsellers.
yeah. Well, and it makes sense. They're not going to make them an e-book until they've exhausted
Exactly.
and sold as many as they can sell.
It's not
That's
because
right.
we don't offer it. It's because the publisher doesn't offer it.
Publisher does not offer it. All right. Wow, that is fantastic. I had no idea. All right. Besides the e-books, you have what?
DVDs.
DVDs.
DVDs,
you can
magazines.
Check out.
Yes.
You can't check out the magazines. You can.
You
read.
can.
Can you really?
Yes, you can't check out the current issue, but you can check out like past issues.
Really?
So like this is March.
Yeah.
Well, this is April.
April now.
So
yeah.
you can check out the March issue or the February issue.
Of Boy's Life, or do they still print Boy's Life
Yes,
magazine?
yes,
Okay.
yes, we actually have that one in the children's department.
I was a scout. I used to love Boy's Life.
Okay.
But also the popular magazines, the National Geographic.
National Geographic, even things like People and
People
Time.
magazine, Time
well,
magazine.
Newsweek, I believe, isn't printing anymore.
No, they're not.
But
They're not printing.
yeah, all sorts of popular magazines. Southern Living, Our State, that's a really popular one.
Oh, that's a big one.
That is
Yeah.
a very popular one around here.
And you can check these out of the library.
You
Previous
can
month.
check them out, yes.
Last month or back.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep, we keep them for about a year
Yeah.
or so after they've been printed.
It's amazing. What about the genealogy department?
Genealogy department, that is wonderful.
That is a big deal.
Have you ever been
if
in the
you want-
local history room?
No, I haven't been in there in years, but I understand
Okay.
it's enormous and there's so much information.
There is, yes. We can do all sorts of research from Wayne County and surrounding counties.
Really?
You can do your genealogy research. We can also get resources from the state library in Raleigh and send them here, you know, which has a more broad
Yeah.
range.
I had an aunt who was a genie.
Okay,
So we were studying
Gotcha.
genies. Yeah.
gotcha.
And besides all that, and also so many other things. Now you folks bring, and you got your big library book sale coming up here soon too.
We do, yes. Yes, second week of May.
That's right.
Yes,
All
May
right.
10th, I believe
Yeah,
is the date.
May 10th, I believe it is, and you'll want to pay attention and listen for that.
Yes.
Friends of the library
We
are having
have
their big
lots,
library book sale.
lots of awesome books.
All right, and at great prices. All right, so now we recently have, and still have, in fact, I guess, the technology display. Is that still going on?
Yes, the Discover Tech exhibit is
Discover
still going
Tech.
on at the library. It'll be there until the end of April.
Wow.
Yes, April 30th is when it closes.
And I guess that's been well received.
It has been. I was just counting this morning. We'd had about 1,400 people come through already.
Really?
Yes, it's been there for 3 weeks. So we're going into the 4th week right now.
That's wonderful.
Yes, we've already had about 1,400, so we are
So tell me-
pleased with that.
I'm sure you are. What are you going to see out there, when people go to the Discover Tech exhibit?
They are going to find out about energy in your home,
Right, I can
you know,
do
in
some
light
of that.
bulbs and how much energy different light bulbs use.
Yeah.
Things like solar power,
Yeah.
which is, you know, wave of the future
Oh, yeah,
engineering there. Engineers Without Borders, which is a humanitarian group
Oh yeah, that's a
of
good one.
engineers, and they go into like developing countries and third world countries and help them develop water filtration systems.
Okay.
You'll learn about that. You'll learn about building bridges, robotics, prosthetics, electricity and electrical circuits. There's actually a station where you can build electrical circuits.
Really? So some of it's
Yes.
hands-on.
Oh yes, most of it is hands-on.
Wow.
Yes,
I
it
like the
is.
part about the light bulbs. You can compare the difference between the incandescent and the
Yes.
fluorescent.
Yes.
And fluorescent bulbs have come so far in just a short amount of time. Before it became popular, I started using them myself.
Okay.
Just to try and just.
And you notice the
I'm
difference
curious.
in your energy, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed the difference right away. And I didn't do it for any kind of green thing. I just did it because I'm curious about things.
Right.
And of course, you know, the fact that it lowers your power bill a little helps a lot.
It
You know,
does.
It helps.
It does.
So
So yeah, and this
so,
exhibit, you know, is all about things like that, teaching kids
yeah.
about engineering and what engineering is going to be doing in the future. You know, it's kind of to get those kids excited about STEM and thinking about maybe going into those careers.
STEM is science, technology,
Yes, engineering and math.
engineering, and mathematics.
Yes.
Wow. And I would suppose, and I'd like to be, you know, if you could be a fly on the wall, just to watch the looks
Right.
on some of the kids' faces as they go through
yes.
this
Yeah.
and see these things.
It's really
and I can
cool.
imagine their eyes get big and they.
Yeah. Most of them come through. I try to ask them when they're leaving.
Yeah.
You know, when I see kids leaving, I'm like, so what'd you like most about this?
Yeah.
You know, and it's pretty varied.
Really?
Some kids like the robots the best.
Oh, yeah?
Some kids like building the bridge.
You have robots there.
There's actually, it's a quiz game about robots.
Oh.
We did have a robot
Did you
last
now?
week. Yes, the
Yeah.
4-H club in town
Yeah.
has a robotics team, and they brought their robot to show it off.
Wow, you know, that's an award-winning team, by the way.
It is, yes.
Our own local robotics team, 4-H robotics team. Kim and I were talking about this on the morning show and about robots. And when you say robots, the first thing that comes to some people's mind is the TV robot. You know, the big,
Right.
Tall, lanky, metallic.
Right,
thing.
and he's got
But
the
we're not
arms
talking-
and the
yeah,
legs
and he moves and he
yeah,
talks funny.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about robots like that. We're talking about
No, this robot that the 4-H club showed us, it shot frisbees across the room.
There you go.
It was pretty awesome, actually. Their competition was something about they had to shoot frisbees through a target or something and, you know, hit a certain number within a time frame. So they showed us how that worked and talked about how they built it. And, you know, for students who are interested in engineering, that is a really awesome opportunity.
I'll tell you, Discover Tech is a fantastic exhibit at the Wayne County Public Library. And it's going to be there until the end of this month.
It's going to be here till the end of the month, yes.
End of April.
Yes.
And you can see it when?
You can see it anytime the library is open.
Anytime the library.
Yes.
And what are the hours of the
Anytime the
library?
library is open. We are open from 9 till 9,
Okay.
Monday through Thursday.
Okay.
And then from 9 till 5:30 on Friday and Saturday.
Okay. Closed on Sunday.
Closed on Sunday, yes.
All right. Now,
Yes.
the Wayne County Public Library is on East Ash Street. We also have satellite libraries in Mount Olive.
Mount Olive, Pikeville, and Fremont.
And we're working on the Mount Olive Library, a new one.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
boy. How's that coming
Trying
along?
to build. Last I heard, it's still on tap. Still waiting for a couple of approvals and
Okay.
you know, waiting for some estimates from
Okay.
the contractor and everything. But it's moving along.
That is
Moving
great.
along.
That is great. Now, how does someone get a library card?
All you have to do is live in Wayne County, come into the library, show us an ID, and it's yours.
Wow. That
Yep.
easy?
We just need an ID, you know, and as long as it has a current Wayne County address on it.
Yeah.
If not, you can bring in a bill or a piece of mail or something that does have your current Wayne County address.
Yeah. You know, Melissa, last time you were here, you were talking about some of the new things going on at the library and about how there may be a hitch or two or a bump, so to speak. But there's a lot of new things going on at the library now. Tell me about the way that someone with a current Wayne County library card can get a book from another library outside this county. Can you do that?
Okay, we can do that, yes.
How about that?
Yes, a brand new service that we can offer. Once again, all you have to do is just come into the library. If you're looking for a particular book, say you want, I'll just use John Grisham. John Grisham is my favorite. Chances are we have it at the Wayne County Library, but if for some reason we don't have the book that you're looking for, you know, you tell us the title, we can search the catalogs from about 13 different libraries in the state of North Carolina.
Wow.
And
You
if
go
one-
right into their library, their
we
catalog.
can go right into their library catalog, yes.
Wow.
Yep, find the book at their library and put it on hold, the same as if you were putting a book on hold that you wanted from Pikeville.
Yeah, and then do you have to drive to Hickory to get it, or?
No, it is shipped through UPS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do a courier service through
okay.
UPS.
So good. All right, so you save gasoline there, right?
Yes, yes.
What's your favorite book by John Grisham? Do you have one? Do you have a
I
favorite?
don't know. I like The Runaway Jury.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm actually reading his newest one right now, The Racketeer.
Yeah.
And
okay.
it's a good one.
Okay.
It's a very good one.
All right.
But yeah, The Runaway Jury is probably my favorite.
Okay. There's a lot of great authors out there right now. A lot of new talent coming in, being discovered, as they say.
Yes.
Of course,
Yes.
Lisa Scott-Aline is still very popular.
James Patterson.
James Patterson,
Always popular.
very popular right
Yes.
now. He had a birthday last week. I don't remember his
did.
age. Yeah,
He did. David Baldacci.
very popular.
He's pretty popular. Let me think. Karen Kingsbury. She's a inspirational author, a Christian
Yeah.
author.
Yeah,
She's still writing. Very popular.
great. You have those, and you have, of course, a lot of the standards as well. You have a lot of the fiction of the classics.
Oh yes, all the classics.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, the things the kids need to read for school,
Yeah.
and
Herman Wouk,
yes,
and a lot of the classics. Moby Dick,
yes,
of course,
and Mark Twain, and
Twain.
all
right,
of those.
yeah.
Yes.
Come
We're
on.
also, this is interesting side note here, in the middle of updating our nonfiction section.
Really?
Yes, it's been a couple of years since we really focused
Yeah.
on the nonfiction section. Our reference staff has just cleaned it out and gotten rid of some older materials, you know, that maybe were out of date,
Right.
you know, and hadn't circulated a lot.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, and so they're in the process of updating, and purchasing some newer materials.
Have some new things coming
Yes,
in.
and help, help the students and
Wow.
everything who needs some more updated materials for school.
Okay, Melissa Sheldon is with the Wayne County Public Library, and you're invited to the library to discover everything, especially discover tech.
I like that. Discover everything.
Hey,
I love it,
let's
Wayne.
write that down.
I think I will when I get back.
Discover everything at the Wayne County Public Library.
Yes.
I like that. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you very much, Wayne.
All right, bye-bye.
And we're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for staying with us. Let's see, Wayne.
Oh, I missed my cue, didn't I? Okay, go ahead.
Let's see.
What do we got?
The Chamber of Commerce is offering a business after hours on May 16th. Put it on your calendar. It's at 5:30 p.m. at Oak Brook Apartments. That's a perfect time to get to know other business professionals in your community, make contacts, and just meet very nice people. If you want to find out more information about business after hours, or if you're a business and would like to host a business after hours, contact Wayne County Chamber of Commerce and they can set that up for you.
They sure can. And furthermore,
Yes,
Literacy Connections is currently
Yes.
looking for local organizations to register youth-led service projects for Global Youth Service Day. The goal is to have 150 youth of Wayne County participate in GYSD. Don't ask me how to spell it.
I will not.
Registration is by April 27th, please, and you can go to waynegov.com, click on departments, and that will take you to Literacy Connections.
Very good.
Literacy Connections of Wayne County. That is a fantastic
It
organization.
really is.
All right.
Well, if you're looking a job or would like to make a change, there's a job fair coming to Goldsboro.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What's going on?
It is Thursday, April the 18th, so mark your calendars if you're interested. They say come job ready. That means with resume in hand, looking the part,
Looking the part.
very important.
Yeah.
First impressions, you can only do that the first time.
You dirty rat. That's my impression.
Is that it?
You dirty rat. Yeah.
It's lasting.
Huh? Is it? Does it stick with you?
It sticks with me. All right, let's see. Job fair, 9 o'clock until noon, Thursday, April 18th. Is co-sponsored by, let's see, Wayne Community College's Cooperative Education Department and Seymour Johnson Air Force Base Airmen and Family Readiness Center. Let's see. Once again, mark your calendars, Thursday, April 18th. It's just from 9 until noon. And I'm assuming that's at Wayne Community College. It doesn't say, but I'm assuming so.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I
can
think
go on
so.
their website and find out more details. But it's a great time if you're looking a job. In our community, I believe I was told between 25 and 30 local industries will be represented there
Wow.
that have job openings. So my goodness, you can't beat it. It's a perfect time. Resume in
that's
hand,
great.
look the part.
Look the part.
Be ready to
That's
do
right.
a interview right there on the spot.
And give an impression.
Because you sort of are not that kind.
Well, hey, wait a minute though. You want to hear my impression of John Wayne?
Sure, why not?
Well, he was tall and he was a pretty good actor.
That was your impression?
My impression of John.
It gets better and better.
Trivia question for today. The question was, Michael Jackson
Yes.
wrote the book Moonwalk.
Yes, he did.
It was edited by a very famous woman. Who was the woman who edited the book Moonwalk?
And we've guessed Vanessa Williams, we've guessed Barbara Streisand, and Elizabeth Taylor, and none of them are correct.
There's none of those. The
So
name,
who is it?
The name was, the name in the book,
Yes.
edited by Jackie Onassis.
Really?
Yes.
I am shocked and surprised.
Shot? Oh, really?
I don't know. But I thought, I thought she had edited some books before.
She was an editor. Yes.
Oh, but we had said earlier she was not known for
She
her
was not
editing.
known necessarily
She
for
did
editing.
it, but she wasn't
She
known.
worked at a publisher, yes, and she was an editor. She was an editor. Okay, that was a tricky.
Trick
That was
question.
It was maybe a little misleading.
Misleading the
She was
witness.
not known as an editor. She was known for a lady with a lot of money, and
There was many things she was known
and
for.
cute kids.
She was known for many, many things. A fine, fine lady. And we got a long list of things she was known for.
She was known for a lot of things.
But anyway, that's the answer to the trivia question. And
Anyway,
we're giving
producers
him
over here
grief.
talking about me over here, giving me grief. That's
We're
right.
giving him grief.
All right, producer, stop that.
You don't say Jackie O was known just for having money.
No, well,
There's a long
I did
list
say that,
of
but there's a
things.
long list of things that she was known for. She had
Yes.
nice shoes.
She's very stylish. Very well in her
Glasses and
community
such.
did she do
Pretty
things.
glasses.
Very involved.
Yeah, very nice.
All right,
lady.
Jackie O, we're moving on. Let's see.
Nice china.
I
Lived in the
believe
White
we
House
are
a while.
done for the day.
We're getting a high sign here. She's telling me to be
Done
quiet.
for the day. We'll see you again tomorrow morning. Remember, our show's on at 7 o'clock, 12
Monday-
o'clock
that's
noon,
right.
Monday through Friday, and again 5:30, and then later in the evening as well.
That's right. So join us then, or join us online at YouTube. Go to the web pages and click in the lower right-hand corner for YouTube. And until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.